Howdy, my name's David. Welcome to the High Tech Redneck channel. Have you ever had to butcher a turkey before? Have you raised turkey for meat? Well, I have, and it's a real thing trying to catch them without either hurting the bird or yourself. They have spikes on them like chickens, about 2-inch sharp spikes, and they can get you that way. And their wings are extremely powerful and large, and they can either be broken or they can actually cause damage to you, injury. So I searched all over the internet. I could not find anybody who had developed a reasonable, safe way that's humane to the bird in order to be able to get it and capture it and put it through the dispatching process as easy as possible. And so I went ahead and I developed a method of doing that, and I'd like to share with you the construction of that method. And then later on today, we're going to actually show you us containing a bird with the unit that we had made. Okay, so here we go. First of all, you're going to start out with a drum, and it's one of those food grade drums. Oftentimes you can get them like at North 40 or something like that has a spigot at the bottom. But if you find them, you can also find them at container stores that don't have the spigot because you don't need the spigot. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take, first of all, you want to make sure that you're wearing the appropriate safety gear. So you're going to want something for your eyes, and then something for your actual to protect your hearing. And I'm not going to be doing the work here on this part of it. You're going to see me later in the shop in segments, and I will be wearing that safety gear, so that's why I don't have it on now. So you're going to take your reciprocating saw, and you're going to cut around the base of the neck of this container, and you're going to remove that. And then after you remove that, then you're going to file the edge, because it can be really sharp. Plastic can be sharp after it's cut. Okay, and then so you're going to leave that there. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to find yourself a planter. This is a planter that's like when you buy a tree shrub at Home Depot or something like that. This particular planter has a top that's about 19 inches and a tapered base that goes down to about 14 and an overall depth of about 15. Then you're going to want to take a 5-gallon bucket, and you're going to invert it and put it and center it on top. Take yourself a Sharpie. I like a silver one on black. It's easier to see. Trace around the bucket. And then after you've got that bucket, trace the base of it. Then you're going to use what's called a step drill. These are expensive bits, but they're really nice for stepping out. And with plastic products, they make a really clean hole, which is going to be necessary here later. You'll see a clean hole is important. But I just take this unit and go around the edge there and just drill a hole. That's going to give me a pilot hole, a large opening to start my cutting process. And then I'll stick my reciprocating saw in there and work around on the line that I have already traced out for the bucket. You should end up with an actual planter bucket that looks like this. So with that cut out, you're going to see that I have a Yardbird large turkey dispatching cone, and it has a couple of mounting holes here, and at the bottom we're going to be using one of these up here, and I have a spring-loaded ball detent pin. And what that means is when I push this button on the top, it actually takes these two little balls and allows them to come in, and when I push it out, the spring inside expands them. And you're going to want to get the right size that it will not go in unless the button's pushed, but once you push it, it goes in freely and retains the pin. Okay? So then you're going to take this actual dispatching cone, and you're going to drop it inside this planter, which you just cut the bottom out of. And you're going to see that I have a little hole right here, right in this area. And that actually aligns with the top hole in this dispatching cone. And I used my step drill. Remember, I told you it would make sense to you why I use a step drill here in a little bit, because it cuts such a clean hole instead of the jaggedness of a regular drill bit. So then I can stick this pin in that hole, line it up with the dispatching funnels hole, and by pushing this in, now I've got a funnel that actually is locked in this manner. Okay, and this is important. You don't want it to fall down, and then I use the bottom rim of this when I'm putting the turkey in it. I set my feet on it, and it doesn't allow him to buck up. Okay, so then we'll be going over the actual process of how to use this inside the turkey coop here shortly. After you have the turkey in it, and we'll explain how you hold the neck and how you gather the feet, it then gets inverted, and you notice it has a V here. And if you'll notice that, inside this tub, I have cut an opening, okay, inside the barrel. And this drops down inside and actually catches inside, so it's supported. And I measured the distance from the bottom of that dispatching cone and the bottom of this barrel is 12 inches. So right about there. And that's just about where my window is. And then I came up with enough roll before I made the bottom of the window right here, so that once I pull the turkey's head out and dispatch it, I can let it go. It can flail around in there, and it has an actual self-catching pan there that makes it so that it doesn't, shoot debris everywhere. So you can actually do this inside your shop if it's cold, or inside the turkey coop, and it's not going to make a big mess. So that's the process there. When you're flipping the bird over, you put them in there, and then when you're all done with it, you can, when the bird is done, you can lift it out like this. You can set it down like this here, pull the pin. The dispatching funnel comes out, allows for easy cleaning. And you can take this barrel and you can hose it out and clean the bottom of it out. You're ready to go to you could probably do 3 or 4 turkeys before you even got to clean the bottom out. So that's this part of it. That's the fabrication and actually the exploded view, if you will, the mechanism of how it works. And then on the backside here, when we get ready to do our butchering later today, we're going to actually catch a couple of them and we'll show you how it works. Okay? We'll see you in a bit. Okay, so we're going to get ready here to show you how this turkey catching, dispatching assembly works. And my son Carson is going to be here momentarily, and we'll both go inside. My son will be administering a tie wrap to secure the turkey's legs so that when we flip him upside down, he can't flail around and hurt us or him with the spur on his feet. Okay, so now we're waiting for the head of the bird to bring his head up. There it goes, he'll bring it up. Come on. Okay, honey. Yeah, see? Okay, so now we just raise the knob up like this. As we do, my son grabs his feet. Secures him with a tie wrap. Okay. Got it tight? Yep. Okay. Here. Flip him over and secure his legs like this. Okay? And we'll meet you outside. Now Carson's going to come over. And he's going to take it and he's going to turn it so that the bird's head is facing the right direction in the window. Good. Okay, secure that down on the top there a bit. Okay. All right, so now he's going to actually pull the turkey's head out. And the turkey's head can come out pretty far. Okay, there we go. So this is Carson and myself thanking you for being with us on the High Tech Redneck channel. Please like and subscribe. We're going to be building a chicken tractor here in a little bit, so that'll be a build that will be coming up. So stay tuned, and as always, God bless you.